Thank you.
Oh, there was a novel about this in Germany, IST WIEDER, or Look Who's Back. They even made it into a movie, and I was in the movie. About 10 years ago, one of my fans called me and said they were making a documentary about a politician who wanted to become a comedian. He asked me if I wanted to be in the documentary, writing jokes for the politician. I thought it sounded like a bad idea for the politician, but a lot of fun for me. He said I get paid $100 for a day's work, which was 5 to 10 times less than I should have gotten paid. But if there's one thing I know about me, it's that I can't say no. I mean, how do you think I got this? About a week later, I headed to a soundstage south of Berlin at 8 in the morning, and I discovered two other comedians I knew had been booked. Friends of mine, Tim Whelan and Georg Kammer. Suddenly, a shaggy dude showed up who looked like Animal from the Muppets. He said he was the director. He said the politician who wanted to become a comedian was actually Adolf Hitler, and then in a minute we'd be going onto the soundstage to a set that looked like a TV show, and the German actor who played David Scott or Michael Brent, David Brent or Michael Scott in the German version of The Office would come in with someone who looked like Hitler. We were supposed to pretend that the actor wasn't an actor, but Hitler was Hitler. I said that's not a problem because I live in Berlin where people demand that you treat them as somebody much more important than they actually are. So we went into the set and the actor who wasn't the actor came in with Hitler who was Hitler, and he told us to write a bunch of jokes as dark as we wanted. The actor who we were supposed to act like wasn't an actor then told us to read our jokes, and about halfway through Georg stood up, said that we were making a mockery of German history, and he stormed out furious. I took that as a sign that deciding to be in this documentary had been a bad creative choice and would probably lead to me being deported from Germany. So I read out my jokes. Which the head of the NSDAP thought were pretty good. He said, "Hey, you seem to know something about comedy. What do you think I could do to be even funnier?" I said, "You're the most famous dictator of all times. People take you seriously. If you made fun of yourself, that would be really hilarious." Adi did not think that was funny and told the two security guards to come over and throw me off the set. About then, Animal said cut, and that's a wrap, and everybody came into the room where we were, and as we were talking about the day's filming, Georg suddenly reappeared. And I was like, "Hey, what are you doing here? I thought you stomped off in a huff saying this was all a farce." And he looked me straight in the eyes and said, "That's called acting. I'm part of the cast." So I was glad to discover I wasn't about to be deported. The book was a bestseller here, and the movie was pretty popular too. I guess too bad it wasn't in America.